So you wanted to be a homeowner, but didn't know quite where to start. We're here this morning to talk you through the steps of the home buying process and give you a few tips and tricks along the way.
I'm Sara Kolbie with Capital City Home Loans right here on Bellevue Avenue downtown next to the post office.
And I'm Kristen with Premier Properties right next door to Capital City Bank.
Fantastic. So Kristen, you were telling me about a story that helped people understand setting a budget or realistic expectations for a purchase.
So as realtors, we always advise people to get at least pre-qualified before they start looking for a house. And that kind of sets your budget and lets you know what exactly you can afford. And I heard a cute little story that kind of wrapped this up. Say you're looking for a new car and you go to the car lot and you have no clue what your real budget is. So you just go pick out, a base model Ford because that's what you think you can afford. And then you go to checkout and you realize, I could have gotten a Lamborghini. So you're a little bit disappointed because you thought that you could have only afforded this Ford, but really you could have gotten something much nicer, and vice versa. You don't know what you can afford, so you pick out a Lamborghini and then you get up there and realize after your heart's set on a Lamborghini that you can only afford a Ford. Which, nothing against Fords, they're great cars, but if you want a Lamborghini and you have your heart set on that, it's a little bit disappointing. And the same thing can happen with house shopping. So we think it's really important to kind of have that budget in mind before you start. And then Sarah's going to walk through how you get to setting that budget with your mortgage lender.
Well, we all know budgets are important because we all have one and we have to live by them. And so setting those realistic expectations up front allows Kristen or your real estate agent to show you the homes that meet those budget requirements. And so the first time you come and meet with me, we're going to talk about 3 doors of home ownership and getting you pre-qualified. The first of those is your employment history. And so you need 2 years of continuous employment, or you need 2 years of stable income from retirement or some other funds in order to be pre-qualified for a home loan. The other thing that you need, door number 2, is your credit. Your credit has to be at a certain level. Our entry-level credit requirements for our conventional loans are 620 for your credit score and 640 for any of the government loans, FHA, VA, or USDA. That's just the entry level. They're going to also look at other aspects of your credit, like any foreclosures or bankruptcies in your past or any collections account. And the third part of the doors to home ownership or getting pre-qualified is your debt to income ratio. And this is so important because this sets the tone for your entire budget. So Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have set a strict line at 43% of your gross income as a maximum of debt load. So that's really important when you're looking at buying that new car and you want to buy a new house in the next couple of years, because if you've spent all your debt on cars or credit cards or student loan payments, you don't have anything left for your mortgage payment. So we can help you walk through that process and go through each of those doors. And if you don't pre-qualify now, we can show you the steps to get pre-qualified soon in the future.
That's a lot of info, and that's why it's good to have a good mortgage lender that you can trust to walk you through all the ins and outs of that. So in the end, the number one thing you want to do before you start looking for a house is get pre-qualified. So tune back into our next video to find out the steps to take after you have found the house you want to make an offer on.
Thanks.